beginning of spring. I hope, I believe it's been here in Berlin. It's been the longest winter. So cold, mesmerically cold. And musically, for some reason, I've been working, really pushing on the piano, which has kind of caught me in. I try not to sort of split my mind up between too many sort of different pursuits at the same time. And just this morning, I just had this feeling just with the sun, the miracle coming in. So I started sort of like tinkering around. First time I picked up the guitar in ages, and just a little idea popped out. So no words yet, just a feeling, just sharing for fun, just because I think there's something about the looseness of sharing that we're missing sometimes, that we're overthinking it, that we're trying to make stuff too formulated and perfected. And I find it wearying. And I think especially nowadays in this age where there is so much AI, there is so much sort of pressure put down on people by the platforms to perform and to put out content, to generate stuff, that it's very easy to forget that actually, what about it just being a feeling? You know, what's going on in your process? What is the pain point you're experiencing? What's the feeling that you're having? What's the insight that is coming through you, or the breakthrough that you're making in regard to that pain point? I think that this is where the good stuff is. It's where I think we have an access point that we can give to others in terms of the content that we put out into the world. The strange thing is that we forget too often, is we overthink it. We forget that our lives are always speaking to us, and all these tools are within us. And in terms of my Substack, my community is creatives, and all the creatives that I seem to come across, I'm always mesmerized by how advanced people are within their own sphere. And I just sort of would like to encourage people in this moment to, on the one hand, loosen up with what you put out. I take a few more shots just to bring people into the process, let it be rough and easy. And then on the other hand, how can you sharpen it? How can you improve it? How can you make the content that's trying to give value be 1% better every time? How can you pull that message out of you and sharpen it in a way that impacts someone else's heart, that delivers something that makes a difference? That's a worthy aspiration, but it mustn't come at the cost of giving a feeling. So anyway, I'll go and give this little thing a quick effort. I haven't even recorded a voice message, so I hope I can remember how it goes. It'll just be a minute or something, and we'll see what goes on. Here's to the sun, drinking to the beauty, the glory. All right, here goes nothing, not even. Let's stop whittling away. That's the vibe. Tell me what it's called if you hear it, man. There's a crack in my guitar. Disaster. Winter, you don't play, and then you see all the scars. But here's to the scars, here's to life, here's living. Share your gift, give your message. This is about exchange. It's about love. How can we interact? How can we raise each other up? I think there's good stuff out there. I think spring is erupting. I think we've gone through this tough period, and we just have to find a way to keep going, building our life. Sending you all love, guys. Let me know what you think. Should I pursue that song? I have no idea. Should I make my songwriting process more open. I have no idea. I've never done that. I'm kind of excited by that as an idea. You know, after this time of huge writer's block before making the album that I never seem to be able to release, which is called Chromatic Zero, coming out later in the year, I hope it feels great to just be going back to the joy source. So maybe that's the message that I'd like to articulate is, how do you get back to the joy source and how can you share it? Much love, everyone.